Let's clear the air. I'm going to read on the question, what is her next step? 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 This is Tools of Fortune, and my name is Bill. We're not doing any specific spreads. We are just reading the energy of this moment. And there is a specific person in mind. In this question, what is her next step? This card here, this one here. Welcome, Chloe. I'm trying at different times of the day. Interesting. The next step is to develop a clear, welcome, Maria. Mila, welcome. Jesus loves you too. I did say some prayers for my Lord before we began, that I may speak only the truth. And we are speaking the truth in this moment, Mila. But then the question being is, do you love yourself, Mila? Jesus loves you, but do you love you? That's the question. So the next step is to work through a bunch of emotions. To withdraw from society. To stand your ground and refuse to look at another point of view. To stay still in your muck, in the muck of your life. To spill your heart in order to gain attention. Right now, you're in a place of depression. And it is difficult to see, to have a clear plan about how to go forward when you are stuck in this muck. When you're stuck in this muck. Angie, welcome. When you're stuck in the muck. And so what is the next step for you? The next step for you is to be in this mud, to be stuck in the mud, to be stuck in the mud, to be stuck in the mud, refusing to look at this situation differently. Withdrawing into yourself, self-absorbed, and craving attention from people who may or may not want to listen to your story. But when you get all of that stuff out of your system, it's time to move on. It's time to move on, to be ready for something new. And let us see what is at the bottom of the deck here. Well, maybe what's next is to be in a position where there's too many strings attached, where there's inequality, where the balancing of the equation is not balanced, that you come out of this situation in an unbalanced situation, out of whack. So that's, in the immediate sense, this is what's going on. A plan. A plan. But how do you get away from that? And let's look at the energy of these cards, here. Where's my pen? I moved my pen. What is your next step? So what we're looking at is 12 plus 13 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, which comes down to 10. So there is a new beginning, but it looks like it's not really a new beginning because all the cards came out in reverse. So it's not, there is a new beginning present. There new beginning present, but the current time is blocked. So it's a blocked new beginning. A blocked new beginning. Your intentions that you put out in the world are all in negative energy. So we have number 3. You are withdrawing, but it's in a sort of a sense of a depression withdrawal. There's a sense of creative expression. 3, which is the spirit of creative expression. And coupled with a sense of contemplation. understand my connection is bad? Okay. Maybe. Is this any better, Maria? Is this any better? Hmm. My connection is bad. Great. The mic is supposed to have been working. Okay, but I need to speak louder. Okay. So I've been talking into absolutely nothing here. This energy here of what is the next step for her is a new beginning, but it seems as though that new beginning is blocked by a lack of expression and a lack of being able to really look at the situation. A sense that contemplation into this situation is necessary, but that contemplation is not happening. So that's kind of what I see here with this, of what is her next step. I'm going to put these cards back up here. And that's the outcome card. Jacob 1. Welcome. Welcome. I don't really understand what's going on with my internet connection. In this moment, I'm going to look at the vibe. What is the vibe of this? What is the vibe of her situation? 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 This card here, it's one of stagnant, being stagnant, stuck, frozen into a dead end like this sleeping dog, this old dog sleeping, unable to get off the floor. That is what your situation is now, which you know. You know this. And how do you get out of this? The question is, how do you get out of being stagnant? How do you get out of this mud that you're in, this mire? How do you get out of it? 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 Well, by wishing, wishful thinking, by taking a second chance, by reorientating your thoughts. 111, make a wish. 111, make a wish that you must be the magic to get yourself out. You could be given a second chance to start over and do something new. That's what card says. The new beginning is present. 3 plus 7 equals 10. That's a 1 with a new beginning plus a 0 of infinite possibilities. You can develop a new plan. You can go forward and get out of the mud. Get out of this stagnant place. Cast that stagnant place off. I am going to... The last time for this person that I read this deck, I got a very unusual result. And in this, we are looking at where in this journey you are the fool. And that result was you were stepping off into absolute nothingness. You were heading into a zone where that was completely unknown. And that was what the next step was. It's been a couple weeks since then. Let's see if a next step has arrived. And so in this oracle, you are the fool. You are this person. You are standing on the precipice of something new. You have your faithful dog with you. You have this pure white rose, this pure intentions, nothing but pure intentions. All the negativity that you feel has been cast off. And you are surrounded by the golden light of above. And you have all that you need to start your next journey. Welcome, 11th Finger. We are trying this at a different time. I am reading a person. In the last time, so I am going to shuffle, and I want to see where. What is your next step? What is your next major arcana step? Where are you going next? 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 What is your next step? Interesting. What we have is that you are in between a place of pure intuition. You have to go into your next step. You are recombining the elements of your life to create something new. And so the numerical energy of this is 1 plus 7, it's 7. The numerical energy of this is 7. It's contemplation. It's about thinking, planning, getting in touch with your divine feminine, balancing, rebalancing your life, the B and the J between the dark and the light. You have to rebalance your shadow and your light self out. Get in touch with the moon and that law that is written on your heart. Get in touch here, and then you will be recombining the elements of your life. This is the alchemical process. Re the combination of adding two or more elements together to create something new so you can go into the sunset and start over. 1 foot on land, 1 foot on the water. Water being your intuition, the land being the materialness of yourself. You are the magic. You are the magic. You are the magic. You be the magic of your life. Be that tool to be something new. But it does not mean that it's going to be hard. It does not mean it's not going to be hard. It's going to be hard because our lives are hard. Our lives are hard. There is nothing easy about our life here. There's nothing easy. Is this water is cold? Is it warm? Is it cold? What is in the water? Is the land? What's on the land? Is the land warm? Is it cold? Is there crud in it? Is there like parasites in the land? Parasites that infect your body? Are those things there? The challenges? Because there's nothing easy about life here. It takes the warrior spirit in order to survive it. So you are standing in the mud right now, stagnant. Attention seeking and self-absorbed. And all of those places makes it very, very difficult to take the next step, to see inside yourself, to see that you're worthy, to see that you can do something new, and that you can take everything that you've learned so far and combine it into something new. And that's what I have for you right now. Okay. 11th finger, was your name Jerry? Was that what your name was? Does anybody have a question? A question? Or do I read another can question here? Let's clear the air. I wanted to, before we get any further, I wanted to mention another YouTuber that doesn't spend much time on YouTube. And that YouTuber's name is The Cosmic Mom. And I ran across The Cosmic Mom, and I'm going to write her channel name down. The Cosmic Mom. She doesn't post much anymore. I think she posts more on Instagram. I don't do Instagram anymore, but I had a conversation with her. I think it was through Instagram and through comments on YouTube. When the 999 show, my other channel, was new. It was actually even before. It was like somewhere around 30 subscribers. and she does angel numbers. And this was a person who helped me to take that plunge into tarot. One of the persons along the journey, but I kind of started in with numerology, and that's kind of where I started. And so, Cosmic Mom was a person, a YouTuber that helped me in this journey. And her words, not mine, that her words are 111, make a wish, 444, stay the course. I have not forgotten that. And I say that. And every time I see the angel number 111, I think, make a wish. Make a wish because you are the magic. 444, stay the course, because 4 is about stability. 444 is a sign that you're going fine. You're doing it. It's not time to deviate. 111, make a wish. And so I'm shouting out to the Cosmic Mom. I mean, she doesn't post much anymore. Her channel's been kind of stagnant for a couple years. But she also has children, and it's very difficult to be a content creator when you have a full, busy life and people that depend upon you. Anyway, so that's that shout out. Now, did anybody have a question, or should I just do a general reading? Maybe I give this afternoon time another try tomorrow. Do I do that? Maybe earlier in the day? I don't know. I mean, I can. It's difficult to do these readings all night long because I am more. Okay, you have a question. What is your question? Maria, I will be doing something later, painting wise, maybe. And I don't paint on this channel. Okay. Today's the 5th. So my first question out of the chat. So I take it you're separated from Joshua now, and you want to know if you're in your separation, your breakup, that you will become friends at a later date. That it's something like that. There's a rent in your relationship. So the question is, will this relationship be repaired? Will it be repaired? What is the vibe of this relationship? Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we'll do a 3-card yes no, and we'll look at the cards that pop up. So we're gonna start first by clearing the air again so we start with a new spirit here. Samia, your cup is full and overflowing with love, energy in your heart. Your cup, your heart is full, and you have much love to give. Drink from this cup, drink from this cup, Samia. Drink from the cup of your heart. We ask Mary for the truth. Mary of Guadalupe, Samia seeks the truth here. The truth about her relationship with Joshua. They are not speaking right now. She likes Joshua. And she wants Joshua to drink from the cup of her heart again. And she wants to drink from the cup of Joshua's heart again. That they be friends. And so we are asking, Spirit, putting this intention out there, that Samia and Joshua that Samia wants to begin again, to begin new, to begin fresh with Joshua, to be just friends. We're putting this intention out there. And Samia, please pray with me now about this intention. And everybody in the chat, please pray with us now. Putting this intention out into the universe. That if it be the will of Spirit for Samia and Joshua to be friends, that they be friends. So the question being now, does he want to be friends? We're asking that question in 3 cards. Does Joshua want to be friends? What? Does Joshua want to be friends? Does Joshua want to be friends? Welcome, Mama Sushi. Samia, I want you to tell me when to stop shuffling. Samia, we're doing a 3-card yes, no about Joshua, but can you please tell me when to stop shuffling? I want your input in this. I want your input in this reading, in this energy. Please tell me when to stop shuffling. Two cards are popped out already. I guess all the cards popped out, and the answer to that question is no, not at this time. We put the intention out there, but you can also pray for that intention. And what seems to be here, what seems to be going on right now, this is, Samia, this is about the energy of right now. It's all about right now. I want to really reiterate this. This is not your fate. Okay, I want you to just really wrap your mind about what we are talking about right now. And this is about the energy you have in you right now. And when I'm looking at you right now, it does not, you could, pick up the phone and give Joshua a call, and these cards will change. It'll change into a yes. But right now, this is what the answer is will you, or does Joshua want to be friends with you? And at this point in time, he doesn't want to be friends with you because, one, is in a new infatuation. So he is infatuated with someone else. And his friends are telling him different stories. He's influenced by his friends, and they are not, and filling his mind up with, filling him up with silly ideas about people and things. And then also the reason that he is in a no, and look at this thing. This is in a, all of the same cards came up. The same, pretty much the same card. It was the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and you're looking at in the page, and so this is a sense of a feminine energy. There's a new female spirit in his life, but he's also being influenced by other people. And he is plagued with problems, new problems about this. So his passion has been dampened. So when he thinks about you, he doesn't think about you in a sense that he's not okay as long as he's happy. Okay. Yeah, and I think that what it is that in time, he has blocked your number. So in time, he may come back and just to be friends with you. But this sense of him being, he's immature. Okay, so what it is that what this tells me is that Joshua is immature because he's being influenced by others. He is plagued with problems, or his spirit is dampened, and but he's in a new situation. Okay, so that's what we got here. So we want to ask the question is, will your relationship ever be repaired? Will it be repaired? Now, I started this reading off with a prayer, and you can do this too. And what a prayer does, Samia, is you're not. I want you to pray in a sense that you're not really asking for something, but to try to reorientate yourself. So I want to ask the question. The question I'm going to ask is, how, what steps do you, Samia, need to take in order for this relationship to be repaired? So, what do you need to do? Because he has blocked you. He has blocked you. And so you may need to make a change in yourself in order for him for this for this relationship to be repaired. And I'm going to ask the question is, what do you need to fix? What do you need to look at in yourself to repair this relationship? And so with that, I'm going to go to this What's the Vibe deck. I'm going to go to the What's the Vibe. And I want to see what are the spirits within you that broke this relationship. Okay? So we're asking I'm going to rephrase the question. I'm going to rephrase the question. What spirits in Samia you're right. That is true. That is true. But maybe I don't know that. Yeah. All right. That is true, Mama Sushi. So before we okay, I want to ask you, Samia, who broke up with who here? But the reason I kind of asked this question, Mama Sushi, is that does Samia have any agency in this? And maybe she has no agency, and maybe she just needs to let Joshua go. And so you don't know, and so it's that. And that's kind of the way I wanted to phrase that as, if I wanted to explain myself, is that this situation is that she has zero contact with this guy. And it is what it is. So we can just leave it at that. Different cultures. Okay. Okay, so a cultural thing. I see. Well, if it's a cultural thing, then it's that sense of this. What I saw was a spirit of immaturity in that page, of being easily influenced by others, 11, 11, 11, 6, and yeah. So you have a different cultural thing. You have maybe family has family pressures and things like that. Family pressures. And hmm, that's a real hard one. Oh, okay. He also is a drinker. So why do you want to be with a person who's a drinker like that? I guess that would be the question to ask you. Um, you like him, yes. You have a good family, and hmm, or not to be yet. It could be. And you have this broken heart. Okay, well, I guess we don't need to. We have what we have there, and then how about this here is. Let's just see what. Okay, so your family are married to English people, and you want to marry an English person. Well, this popped out here. Oh, well, that number is a six number. Your tarot cards that popped up came to the number six. What's this other number here? 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So, as a sense of, I see this as you do have a lot of love. What is over here? 17. So we're looking at 6 plus 17 plus, wait, plus 7 plus 14. And 20, 27, 37, 30, 44. Angel number 44. 8, the manifestation. And what do we have? Is Our Lady of Creative Choice. No matter what is happening in your life or how powerless you may feel to bring about change, fear not. If you knew how much power you had, you would laugh with relief. You don't have to control anything or anyone to feel empowered. Your power doesn't come from controlling outcomes. It flows from your endless capacity to make choices. And what is your heart's choice in this moment? So this to me says you do have agency here, and your agency is your ability to make your own choices and your own decisions. Your family has married um, yes, you need to heal now. That's true. But you also have this is a sense that the numbers here, if I look at angel number 44, so it says you are facing difficulties, but they can be overcome if you remain strong. So you can this is a number that symbolizes your ability to overcome that which you are faced with by becoming strong within yourself, Samia. So, but then it's also comes into this other number of 8. And 8 being that of a manifestation number. So you are the author of your own life. You are the author of your own life. That's what this tells me. What these numbers tell me is that, and this is kind of what this says as well. So when you ask the question, you can't, and you're right there. And Mama Sushi was right to call me out on this. In that, and you have been blessed. I'm gonna pull another number for you. We wanted to see what it has to say. Looking, it's 10. Two, 7. 10, 27. 12. So it is about new beginnings, a new beginnings with infinite possibilities. So the number 1027, in a sense of it reduces down to, in a sense that you can begin again, and you are not bound by, welcome Michelle, you're not bound by new thing, the old ways. So 1027, look, I just opened up the 1028 just at randomly, it just happened there. And so 1027, I'm going to just read the whole page for you. A light for the nations, to open the eyes of the blind, to bring out prisoners and confinement, and from the dungeon those who live in darkness. This is the word of the Lord. The Lord will bless his people with peace. Give to the Lord the sons of God. Give to the Lord glory and praise. Give to the Lord the glory due his name. Adore the Lord in holy attire. The Lord will bless his people with peace. The Lord is the voice over the waters, the Lord over the vast waters. The voice of the Lord is mighty, the voice of the Lord is majestic. And in this sense, we're not thinking in terms of the Abrahamic God. We're just kind of you can substitute what in your mind, whatever that Lord means to you. It could be a goddess or a god. It could be whatever you feel, that word means. The glory of the God of glory thunders. In his temple all say glory. The Lord is enthroned above the flood. The Lord is enthroned as king forever. And so if we look at source consciousness, and that oftentimes in our life we kind of forget about these other powers, that are there, other powers that are kind of beyond here because of being mired in our in the mud that we are stuck in. To me, this says there is more to think about. So are we just here we are, we're stuck into Eden, but there is these other spirits that exist there. Whoever drinks from the water I give them will never thirst. The water I give them will become the spring of water welling to eternal life. That eternal, that the cup of your the cup of your heart. (10:27). So this, in a sense, is about a singular thing. On this, the spirit of this page is about a singular thing, a oneness, and it's not about other things. It's just about a oneness, and that's kind of the message that I pull out of this page. This is, in a sense, we're looking at bibliomancy. This is bibliomancy, gaining messages out of books, and in this sense, I'm using a missile. Anyways, so Mama Sushi is wise. She is wise in this. I can tell you, Samia, I have had a couple loves in my life that I've never seen again that I think about. And then one of them was the heartbreak was so deep that I had thought that it would have been better if she had passed on because she married like a friend or acquaintance of mine. We went to school together, and it took a long time to get over that heartbreak. All right, I'll read you next, Brian. And so, all right. Mama Sushi, then what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you to come and read with me on this channel when you have time. We can set up a time that is mutually beneficial to us, and we can read as a pair. And I know you don't want to have your face shown on there, and that's fine because my face isn't shown on here either. And I've been thinking about this for a while, Mama Sushi, and that I wanted to read with you if that is something you'd be into. Um, in that way, yeah. And I'll send you an email about that soon, or when I get done with here. So, Samia, so did you? Yes. Samia, I want to read Brian's question, and then if you have another question, I will read another question for you. But I think that Mama Sushi is correct. Mama Sushi is correct in this sense that, and she comes with that feminine feminine wisdom, and she's probably way closer to your age than I am. Um, anyways, so I'm gonna clear the air here, and we will go move on to Brian's question, and then I think I'm gonna need to do some chores or something here. Yeah, let's clear the air for Brian. Is a question for Brian. Brian, this is the cup of your heart. Your heart fills with the waters of your love. Brian has a question. Mary, Mother of God, pray for Brian. Is the fruit of you in Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for Brian now. Pray for Brian now. We seek the truth. We seek the truth about Brian. You're welcome. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, Samia. It's 8, not the first month, 8, 5, and this is the second question. And his question is, okay. Three card, yes, no. Tell us about Brian's spouse. Brian and his marital partner are separated. Will they be fully married again? They are married now, but separated. Will they be reunited again? So the question being, this is a convoluted question. Does Brian's wife want to get back together with him? Yes, no. Does Brian's wife want to get back together with him? Does Brian's wife want to get back together with him? Does Brian's wife want to get back together with him? Does Brian's wife want to get back together with him? And so, Brian, the answer to this question is no. At this particular juncture in time, she doesn't want to get back together with you because she's being plagued by unpleasant memories. She doesn't feel like there's any connection to you. There's no partnership. And at this point in time, she is weighing her options. She's weighing her options. So that's what the tarot says, is that there's no partnership. There's no fun left in that relationship. And when she thinks about it, she is filled with nothing but bad memories. And so she is weighing her options as to whether, one, to go back to you or to move on. But where does she want to move on to? She wants to move on into being in a place of rebirth, to be reborn, to leave her old life behind, to come to a place of renewal, to be made new again, to be made whole. But this is for you too, Brian. This is for you too. You too can be made new. You can awaken into yourself. You can let those old bad memories behind. The lack of partnership. The lack of partnership that was there. You can let all that stuff go. All that stuff that has made this relationship dead, you need to leave in the ground. You need to leave that stuff in the ground, and then so you can come up whole and become a whole new person again, Brian. You can do this. She needs to do this. You can do this. And what Spirit is telling me right now is giving me an example of somebody that I know in my life. He was one of my dad's employees a long time ago. My dad's been dead for 15 years, and this guy, anyway, he married and divorced the same woman 3 times. He the last I saw them, I think was like I used to wait on them when I worked at the casino. He and his partner, they were life partners, but they just weren't married. And sometimes this is this is how our relationships go. We come back and come back and come back to the same person. In the end, maybe that relationship is one in which you are together, but you're not married because for whatever reason, that relationship, that legal relationship may not work for you. It may be that it has too much deadness attached to it, too much staleness, too much unpleasantness. And it may be that this unpleasantness may not be your current marriage, but it may be memories that you inherited from your parents, memories that she inherited from her parents, from her ancestors. These negative memories and things and about marriage. And there is in a culture where you feel like you need to be married, but we don't have to be married in order to have a partnership with another individual. And so that's kind of what I got as a side story here, and it just came into me when I pulled this card. It doesn't mean maybe you guys move on. Maybe you both move on. But maybe you move on and you are reborn in yourself. You leave behind all of those things that make you dead inside when you are in that married relationship. Now, you probably still love her and she probably still loves you. And she will always love you and you will always love her. And and that love that you have for each other will not really go away, but it may not ever be rekindled into a romance again. But that's all I got for you. I hope that that helps, Brian. All right. I will pull one of these Lady Mother Mary or Oracle cards for you and to see what Mother Mary has to say for you. Hail Mary, Mother, what word do you have for Brian in this situation? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Brian. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for Brian now and all throughout his journey. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Brian. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for Brian now and all throughout his journey. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Brian. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for Brian now and all throughout his journey. Our Lady who sends the angels, with a pure heart free from any intention other than manifesting the Divine Mother's love, call upon the angels who love all beings unconditionally ask for help for yourself and for all you feel inspired to pray for, including those you know are in need of assistance but perhaps lack the spiritual skillfulness to help themselves. Pray with relief that your heart that is born of total trust. This is what came out for me, for you, Brian. So we have 8 hearts, or 7 flowers, that in this time that you can withdraw into yourself, into not into a state of wallowing in your brokenheartedness, but to come into a place of where you feel your heart and your love for others. There is a sense of partnership here. You are partnered with another. These, in a sense, whether these are like spiritual beings or physical beings, there's a partnership here. But right now you are by yourself. And in this spirit, all you can do is to learn how to pray and to realign your intentions. Realignment. So what prayer is, it is a tool to realign yourself. Necessarily are you going to be asking for something, but I posted a video on my community page today. It's kind of about prayer. You can go to my community page and access that video. But in essence, Brian, what I'm just looking at the picture and the message of prayer and aligning yourself to your core. And anyways, so you can think of these colors of the blueness, water. What does that mean to you? Just kind of think about it. You can refer back to this later, at a later time, to see what is there for you. The spirit of the eyes, the doubt, the castness, and being in this sort of a state here. Anyways, there was the other thing that I would be looking at, Brian, will be, are the numbers here? Six, 3, 2. And then number 20 or 2. And 9, 10, 11, it's 2, 2, 2. And we're looking at, really what you're looking at here, what we're looking at here in a number sense, Brian, we're looking at a need to build your foundation. B-U-I-L, build your foundation. I don't have enough space for that word. build your foundation. And the number 2, rebalance your life. Rebalance your life. And you have rebalance your life, build your foundation, rebalance your life. And let's take a look at that, the number 22. You got married on the 22nd. Look at that. I feel like I've read for you before, Brian, and I felt like these same numbers came up. I have this feeling that I read for you before. But if we look at the number 22, the angels are asking you to put your trust in them and remain patient while your destiny unfolds and your manifestations are realized. So that's kind of, look at angel number 22. Anyways, that's all I got. I've been called away here. I know someone else has another question. Maybe I can answer it quickly. Okay, Brian? So go in my community tab and look at that one post. I think I made it on this channel. Or did I make it on the other channel? I made it on this channel. That was good. About, it's like some other tarot guy, tarot logic guy. I followed him. And anyways, let's go. Let's do the one other. Yeah, hello. I am. Okay, I'm gonna go one more, and then I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna do one more, and then I have to go and that's it. Are you still here? Original challenges. Are you still here? Okay, you are. Let's do a blank slate. For original challenges. Original challenges. This is your heart. Your heart. Your heart cup. And your heart cup overflows with the waters of your life. The waters of your heart. You have a lot of love to give others. When people drink from your cup, they are satisfied, and they will thirst no more. We all have within us a spirit such as this. The well springs of eternal life flow within each of us. That are the waters that fill this cup. Original challenges. Number 3. Okay. So you want to know if Is Hama you, or is Hama someone else? Is Hama you, or is Hama someone else? Okay, all right. That's all I want to know. Hamna get married. Okay, I'm gonna ask if you will. This is a yes no, and we want to see if you will be getting married. It doesn't. It's not gonna tell. It's not gonna tell us when this is gonna happen. So this is not a question of when. This is just not of like a time. I'm not gonna be able to answer the time. This it, of this. So this is gonna be a net yes no. Will Humna get married? Will Humna get married? And we three card yes no. We're going to be asking Mary of Guadalupe for the truth about Humna. Will Humna get married? Will Humna get married? Will Humna get married? Three card yes no. Will Humna get married? Oh, you are married. Okay, that's a different question then, because you. Oh. You okay? If we have to, it's not a different. Okay, let me have to re-ask the question here. So, what is your question then? Good fortune. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is not about. Um, are you asking about wealth? Fortune as in material fortune, or fortune as in spiritual fortune? What kind of fortune are you seeking? Oh, happiness. Okay. Will be happy in her marriage. Hmm. That's a different question. All right. So Mary, Humna wants to know if her marriage with her husband will become happy at some time in the future. Will they be happy together? Will she find happiness in her marriage? Three card yes, no. Will Humna become happy in her marriage? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Okay. Well, the answer to your question to that is yes. You will have happiness in your marriage. And so these are the types of things that will lead to your happiness. In your happiness, what will come in your happiness is that together you and your husband will need to be reborn. Reborn. With the number 2, we're looking at a balancing, the balancing between the male and the female. So you're you need to be balanced as a team. Come together as a team and be balanced together and to be born again. And in this sense, we're looking at a rebirth, and this is a continual thing that's going to happen throughout your entire married life. Is that you'll need to be continually be reborn in letting go of the old things that no longer serve you. The things that bind you to the grave, that bind you to the mud, that bind you to ideas that do not serve you, do not serve your marriage. Those things have to be let go of. To do the work to do that. So this is a hard work thing because you have to work yourself out of these coffins that you're in to come free. The angels blow this horn and the dead rise up from the grave. And what is dead is things within your relationship that are of no use to you. And so then the other things of this in this that will lead to happiness is stability, having both stability and rekindling your passion for one another. That fire that you first had when you first met him, when you were married, when you were in this state of celebration, to rebuild that and to build those foundations. The foundations of your love, they need to be continually be built and have a strong foundation under your feet in which to stand. And so you are standing on solid ground. You don't want to be standing on sand. You don't want to be building your house out of straw that a big strong wind can push it over. You want to be building your castle that you live in out of rock, pouring out of stones that you both bring together and you lay them into a house and you put the mortar down and you do the work and you build that house stone by stone by stone. And it will take lots of work. It'll be tiring and everything. And this is how you build that house. Stone by stone by stone. And that is into making this happiness. And the other thing is You have to learn how to handle your money. And that's part of building that foundation, is having a strong financial foundation. Being smart with your resources, smart with what is given to you. Being smart with that, and that's very, very important in any married relationship, because if one party is bad with the financial with managing the money, it can really tear the whole house down. And so this is also a very important part of building your house. So getting rid of those things that don't serve you, building your house up stone by stone, and learning how to manage money. So if it's a thing like booze, if it's alcoholism, that has to get be gotten rid of. It you know if alcoholism is in your household, you have to get rid of that, because that is a drain on your money. If somebody's smoking cigarettes, they have to be gotten rid of. You have to get rid of that because it's a drain on your assets. You need to, and so if it's now, it's not to say that you can't go out and have fun. You can't go to a bar occasionally. You can't have a drink. That's not saying that. But if it's a habitual thing, those habitual things have to be gotten rid of, because those things need to be laying down in the ground. They need to be those are those things that are should be that you should be born out of. Those are dead things that do not serve you. And so within your financial things, anything that does not serve you needs to be left behind. And so better money management, or maybe it has to be you know to a working towards job skills that where you can where one can get more bang for their buck, so to speak, and not be in a place where one party is working 20 hours a day or working all the time to where you don't get to see your spouse. That's what I see here. Stoic, welcome. Welcome, Stoic. Yes, and it takes time. It takes time. It takes time to build this foundation, because you're not building this house with cement. You're building this house stone by stone by stone. And it may take an entire lifetime to do that. And it probably will take your entire lifetime, because these are heavy stones and you are carrying them when your back is hurting. You're carrying them when you're pregnant. You're carrying them when you have children. You're carrying these stones every day of your life to build the foundation of your love. And so you are in totally different states. And so that is also a thing. You're in different areas, and then so what you have to do is you have to trust that he wants the same things that you want, and you build this foundation. So yes, eventually there will be happiness in your relationship. But all right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go look at the number. Did I write the numbers down? 14, 18, 20. Look, it's these numbers of these cards adds up to 20, which is 2. And in the sense of 2, It's about balancing and having balance and rebalancing your life. And it is about this. So what is what do we have here? That's what we have. And here, this was the card on the bottom. The card on the bottom here of the outcome is this. And this is one where it's you. It's you and your husband in a sense of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, and a happy, joyful life. And you got your house over here that you built with your own hands. And he helped build you. They built this house with your own hands, and this is your sense of accomplishment at the end of all that when that house has been built. And you can live in this beautiful house. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me read for you. And I must go and get on with my chores and so forth. And Stoic, I'm gonna have you on my show soon, but I think, can you do it at I can't actually read for you now because I have my own duties that I need to attend to. I'm gonna try to come back on tomorrow at around this time, I guess. Tomorrow afternoon, if I can. Maybe in the morning. I might come back and read tonight too. But anyways, that's all I have. I will say I'm gonna pull one of these cards for everybody. A message for of Mary Mother Oracle for everybody, please. But let's just clear the spirit of the air first before I do that. Oh well, I'm gonna. My mother is telling me that I need to go and do some chores, and then I am going to. I'm gonna do a 999 show, something, some more art or something. I think I need to do an outdoor painting here. I think I'll do that right after dinner. Yeah, I am done. I have but I'm gonna pull a card for everybody right now from the Mother Mary Oracle. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. All of us. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. All of us. A word for all of us right now that we can take with us in our day. And it's this card here. This is Our Lady of Love. Pray to Our Lady for the release of hate and fear within yourself and within our world. Such prayer unleashes her beautiful will. Pray that this is your role. Act on what comes to you through the heart in prayer. There is no limit to the love that can flow through you. You will never be depleted by it, only expanded. Actively conspire with her so that all hearts may know peace. And if we look at this card here in the Biblical Tarot, we're looking at whoever drinks from the water that I will give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. John 4:14. And this is the mother picture. and this is your heart that is overflowing with love to give. And as I said earlier, I flagged a video just this today in my community post prayer, about prayer from a more of a logical viewpoint point of view. So if you're interested, I think it was Tarot Logic, that was the channel. And and then it was also a thank you that I gave today to a at the Cosmic Mom, and that is a channel on YouTube that is almost dormant, but it's a person who was early in my YouTube journey there and had helped to launch my path on into angel numbers and so forth. Though angel numbers was what launched my path into YouTube to the 999 show and this show as well. So that's all I got for right now. I will be back later for more card readings. And Stoic 9, we need to get together for the time that you can come on 999 show and we can do a coloring the tarot together. And Mama Sushi, I'd like you to come on this channel and we can read together. Thank you. And I need to get going before I get into trouble, because we all know how we can get into trouble. You welcome everyone. Welcome and thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone who pushed the like button and the sub button. And I will be back later. Actually, I'm going to be back later today with a live stream with 999 show, probably right after dinner. Right after dinner, and I don't know what time it is now. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. So yeah, it'll be right after dinner. I will be doing I got some paintings to finish. I got cards to design. I got a lot of art stuff to do. And then yeah, I'll be back later. Thank you very much. Well, I'm just trying to be a conduit here, that's all. You know, we all fall short the glory of God. I say that to myself because that's true. And whatever God is to you, I am from a Catholic Protestant background. That's my background. That's the mythologies that I come from and that I draw from those stories. But that doesn't mean you have to. Anyways, that's all I got. This is Bill, Tools of Fortune, and I'll see all y'all the next time. Bye bye.